You basically got to train like a bodybuilder to get the results you really want. All of us want the attractive physique. All of us want the athletic slash aesthetic slash like Hollywood physique, like whatever you want to call it. But you have to train like a bodybuilder to get there. And the disclaimer I was going to say, consistency triumphs everything, right? So if you try and like do some methodology of training that you don't actually enjoy, you're never going to get the physique anyway. Yo bro, my name's Jas. I've been bodybuilding training for about a year and a half, but I've been into sports since I was a tiny little kid. I've been doing karate since before I could even generate thoughts. And after that, I went into kickboxing. Age 9, I was national champion. And then I went into boxing training for the next like 10, 15 years, on and off. We were moving house a lot. But then I started bodybuilding training at the age of about 22. And before then, like I wasn't like a stranger to the weight room. I kind of knew what exercises were and stuff. My uncle got me doing weights a little bit when I was a kid. And I developed like a decent physique at that point. 6-pack abs, everything like that. Not a crazy amount of muscle though. I was about 58 kilos. And since that point, since the point of being 58, I've actually gradually bulked up to the point now to where I'm 75 kilos. So I'm a healthy weight finally for my height. And look bro, on this channel I talk pretty much about anything that comes to my head, and a lot of it is probably going to be to do with training. So look, if you want to see me document my journey, definitely hit that like and subscribe because it helps me help you. Plain and simple, the reason I'm making this video is because people will look at the physiques of movie stars. Like if you watch Hollywood movies, or like if you were raised like me in a brown household, Bollywood movies, you see the physiques of like these guys and girls on screen and you're like, what? I want a physique like that, bro. It's so sick. Then people, what they do, and you probably know this quite well, they get a gym membership and then they go on like the cardio machines all day, or they start doing like kettlebell swing workouts, or they start like getting those medicine balls and like throwing them at the wall and like catching them and stuff, thinking it's going to make a muscle because that's kind of what they see on Instagram reels and that's how they've been conditioned by their algorithm or whatever. The reality of the matter is, bro, you've basically got to train like a bodybuilder to get the results. And I had this realization back when I was boxing, and my coach, his name's W, his name's literally Coach W, he used to take me swimming for cardio, and he used to say like swim lengths and stuff, and we also used to do weird drills like holding my breath underwater and like doing underwater sparring and stuff. He used to say that when I took my shirt off to go for a swim, I looked like a miniature bodybuilder, and it kind of makes sense. And then what clicked in my head there, that your dream physique is basically somewhere between where you're at now and Arnold Schwarzenegger, or like Chris Bumstead, or any of these massive bodybuilders. So what do you have to do to like get there? All you got to do is basically train how a bodybuilder would train, because you just got to keep putting on that muscle, and eventually along the way you're going to end up like having the physique. You're going to look in the mirror one day and have the physique. I'm not there yet personally, bro. So much work to be done. Basically, I'm looking to cut. I'm looking to shred down now because this is the heaviest I've ever been in my life. And I feel like if I shred down now, I'm basically going to have something close to the dream physique. Look, bro, if you liked my weird way of explaining that your physique is somewhere between where you're at now and Arnie, then drop a like and subscribe, bro, because I want people like you here on this journey. I want you to drop a comment about your sort of progress. And look, once again, I appreciate you watching this far, man. Thank you so much. Sweat or regret, man. I'm out.